Jeff, commiserations. Feels like the luck has finally run out for Melbourne Victory. How did you see that game?
Yeah, look, I guess look at the game overall. You got to hold your hand up and say Sydney played the better football. They played more like Sydney. We rolled our sleeves up and we worked hard and we never gave in, and really proud of the effort from the players. But we didn't really get into any sort of rhythm. Again, I'm not sure why. I felt we were physically okay this week. I think mentally we've had a really good week, and the players were seemed to be in a good state of mind. But we just maybe the game last week and the emotion taken more out of the players than we realised, because we didn't really get into any type of a rhythm, and we didn't really string too many attacks from back to middle to front. We didn't really have any periods of sustained pressure either, which was a little bit disappointing for us. And the girls are really disappointed. But I think, I think we've got to hold our hand up and say Sydney were the better team today. But for me, I'm so proud of the way that we went about our job today, and we never gave up. And yeah, just to lose the game to a goal like that, a real scrappy goal, was a bit disappointing. But that's the way it is. So, but proud of the effort today. Proud of the effort of the players over the last few weeks as well, because we've been kind of running on empty here. We've got players out there that are playing with injuries they shouldn't really be playing with. It's only down to their just toughness and their willingness not to let the team down that they're actually out there today. So, yeah, look, I'm unbelievably proud of them. And, I also wish Ante all the best and the girls from Sydney, because they've had a great season and they deserved it today.
What do you say to Casey Dumont when she has an amazing game and then that thing happened right at the end?
It's one of those things. It's I think she was probably just looking at the goal. I've only seen it quickly on the screen in the stadium. It looked like she was a little bit someone, I think it might be Nat Toe, and might have just pulled out the way really late. She must have seen it late. I think it bounced just in front of her. It was tough. And look, there's no blame attached from me or the rest of the group. It's Casey is what she is. She's just an amazing goalkeeper, amazing person. If she makes a mistake, there's no need to tell her. She knows. But for me, it's just one of those things that's happened, and there's no blame accredited to anyone.
Victory seemed like a real team that thrives in chaos sometimes, particularly come finals. Does it feel like this game against Sydney was basically them suffocating that and trying to control as much of it as possible so that you couldn't jump on those chaotic moments?
Yeah, look, it's not how we plan to play, although we do understand that there is an element to that. And with the results of the last two seasons in the grand finals, there's maybe a little bit of a mental baggage carried by some of their players, especially as the game goes on later and later. But that's not how we try and play the game. We try and play. We try and go and win the game off our own backs and off our own merit and with good football. And if sometimes that isn't possible, we have the ability to dig deep into the kind of depths of our resources, and we'll stand up. We'll throw our bodies in there, and we'll do everything we possibly can to win the game any way that we can. And I think you saw that today. The Sydney were throwing things forward, and we were blocking, we were clearing, we were we were defending with our, with our bodies, put our bodies on the line, and it was a really scrappy goal that decided it. Even after that, the girls weren't dead. They were having a go right to the end, and that's kind of the character and the culture of this group of players and this club, to be honest.
What can you take away from the whole season as a whole?
Oh, look, we've. I think if you look at the last 18 games, I think we've up until today, I think we lost our first 2 games of the season, but we've lost one in 18 since then. I think it was 1 in 18 anyway. We've been consistent, but at times we just didn't have that little bit of extra to get us over the line. I think we had eight draws in that period of time. So it's probably, first of all, I'm really proud of the players, of our ability to finish in the top 4 again, to get to the second last weekend of the finals. But I guess now it's about having the real good in-depth analysis of the season. I think we know we weren't quite right. We did lose a number of players through injury, and we had to send a couple of players back to their clubs as their loan periods ended. So maybe we'll have a look at that as well. But just most probably looking at what we need to do, what we need to add to our group to turn 4 or 5 of those draws into wins next year, which will get us a championship and a premiership, and that's what we're after.